Sometimes, the Regiments of Renown that make their way into the Total War series have a rich history within the Warhammer setting. Regiments like the Swords of Chaos have hundreds of pages of lore written about them across army books and novels, making them incredibly difficult to catalog. Every time I think I've collected everything there is to know about them, something else comes along, and I have to delay the video again. Most Regiments of Renown have a less illustrious history, relegated to a small blurb in an army book or campaign expansion. This doesn't make them any less interesting than their more storied fellows, and they can provide interesting insights into the psychology and history of the factions they belong to. The Carnosaur known as Geltblöm's Terror has none of these useful qualities. Instead, it's a dumb pun, courtesy of the guys working at CA. To put it bluntly, Geltblöm's Terror is a Jurassic Park reference. As we all hopefully remember, Jeff Goldblum's character in the movie has his leg damaged by the park's T-Rex. Geltblöm is a play on words of Goldblum. Gold is replaced by Gelt, the surname of the powerful gold wizard Balthasar Gelt. Blom is just a fake German-ish way of saying Blum, as I'm sure you've already noticed in this video. I have trouble pronouncing it in the way that you can tell them apart. The terror part of the name is because, well, the T-Rex definitely terrified Goldblum's character. So if you want to translate it out of Warhammer lingo, the regiment's name is really just Goldblöm's Terror. As far as puns go, it is truly horrible, so I guess hats off to the developers at CA. The worse the pun is, the more respect it deserves, after all. To CA's credit, they really committed to the bit on this joke. Geltblöm's Terror has a similar coloration to the Jurassic Park T-Rex, with yellow stripes along its back and a distinctly greenish hue. While the game exaggerates the colors in comparison to the movies, you can still definitely see the resemblance. If you ever really wanted to reenact any scenes from Jurassic Park and Total War Warhammer for any reason, this is the unit to do it with. In the game, Geltblöm's Terror is the Regiment of Renown Carnosaur on the Legiment roster. Introduced with the Silence and the Fury DLC, it's a fairly unimpressive Regiment of Renown, at least in my opinion. It weighs in at 1,950 gold in multiplayer, 118 less than a normal Rank 9 Carnosaur, though its melee attack is one lower than its standard brethren's to compensate for this price difference. Its special abilities are nice to have, but decidedly in the background. It has the Vanguard deployment and Strider special abilities. Additionally, it can't rampage and can hide in forests, which a normal Carnosaur can't do. These talents let Geltblöm's Terror set up ambushes super early in a match, bursting from the undergrowth at an unexpected angle to quickly eliminate a threat. Vanguard deployment is also useful in domination mode, letting it reach the action after being summoned much faster than its standard counterparts. Unfortunately, if there's no good ambush target, these abilities quickly become unimportant. The Carnosaur has no special abilities that help in a prolonged brawl, which can make them feel a bit overpriced in a big fight. The only thing it really has going for it is the fact that you don't have to worry about it charging off into a unit of Phoenix Guard or chosen with halberds like you would with normal feral Carnosaur. Still, you're getting a big monster with a solid stat line, so it could definitely be worse. That concludes our overview of Geltblöm's Terror, the lamest Regiment of Renown I've covered yet. Also one of the shortest, as there was almost nothing to say about this guy. If you liked being reminded that CA loves to troll us with dumb puns, then by all means leave a like and a comment down below. You can also request topics for future videos. This one was a request from Jarrett Wells. That was over 5 months ago though, so hopefully you're still watching, bud. But I do mean it when I try to fulfill every request that made of me. Eventually. If you just generally want to see what content I make as it comes out, then I suggest subscribing to the channel so you can be updated whenever I release a video. That's all I have for today though, so until next time, this has been Sigmar's Chosen, signing off for now.